little woodpecker off in the distance. Can you hear him? Watch your step, folks. It's a slippery one. Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Sunday, February 6, 2022. I am in Little Elm, Texas, in a place called Beard Park. So let's go check out this place together. Come hang out with me. Beard Park is a newer park in Little Elm. I'm guessing it was completed in 2015, or either they started building it in 2015. It's a nice little park with some pretty sweet playground equipment. But that's not the only reason I like this park, because I am no longer at the age to be climbing around on this type of equipment. Although I do like the way they try to make this equipment more natural looking. Little mushrooms. Looks like an old tree that you would slide down. Kind of cool. Old style, fort style, I guess you would call it. Like a tree house. We call them forts because we are boys. Hello, rabbit. It is 34 degrees out here. No, that's not a real rabbit, but it'd be cold enough for him to be frozen. Another little slide here. Just blending in with the nature here. Give a hoot. Don't pollute. Earlier, we were listening to the sounds of a woodpecker. That's a woodpecker right there. You can't miss the sound of a woodpecker. But we do have bats out here, believe it or not. And I've seen pretty much every one of these out here, including Mr. Stinky. I do love when we get a little bit of history here. This used to be the U.S. Post Office. Looks a little worse for wear right now. I don't see any P.O. boxes in there. Here's the backside. See evidence of some critter activity in there. There's some slots where they would sort the mail. It was a pretty small community out here. Mainly farms. Next door here is a little mud packed in log cabin. And this is Mrs. Evans' log cabin. It's dedicated to Eva Dennis of years of dedication for the history of this log cabin. Nice and locked up and secured here. It's got a little slider for a door latch. I just noticed something here. Can't really see in there though. But we do have a gap in the mud, so little TLC is needed here. Something was tearing away at that. Just noticing the nails that they used here. Looked like they were handmade. That staple, not so much. Look at how they put together these boards here. So the sign right here is talking about the community of Little Elm. Little Elm. We'll call it Little Elm. And it's now the town of Little Elm. But it did start as a community, and there's actually several different settlements around here, part of the Peters Colony grant that Texas had in 1841. It's named after a nearby creek, and it's formed with several small settlements, including Lloyd, Hackberry, Dixon, and Hilltown. And they had a school, a church, a cotton gin, grocery and drugstores, and recreational facilities with the lake. You had Lake Garza out here, which are called the Garza Little Elm Reservoir. And Lake Garza eventually combined with Lake Dallas and is now the large lake that we call Lake Louisville, which we actually have a video on. You can check it out. A Day on the Lake. And we have some musical instruments here for kids to start banging their hands on. I don't think they actually tune those, but it does have a kind of mysterious sound to it. Here we have a little bell tree. Well, the mallets that go with this one seem to be missing. But I was just playing around here just a second ago. Some nice tritones there. When I got here earlier, I got here about 7:45, 8 o'clock. There were a lot of cars in the parking lot. I figured they were parked for someplace across the street, but there's no church or anything. Turns out all these people are early morning runners. More power to them. That's awesome. Here's hoping I don't get too muddy, but they do have a trail system that is absolutely gorgeous back here. Teeming with some wildlife. Seeing a few birds out here. See some fresh footsteps out here. Somebody running. They're pounding it pretty hard. It's cold out here, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. See the ice and the sun reflecting off that ice. If you go down that direction, it's a big trail system. But we walked down there a ways. There's just a few bat houses on the way. A lot of people take their bikes. It goes a pretty long distance. I can't remember how long of a trail it is. And apparently it was part of a Lakefront race series. And they forgot their sign here. Gotta look that up, see when that happened. We are fairly close to the lake here. You can kind of barely see it through the woods over there. In fact, you can see it over there with the sun coming through the trees. I used to walk a lot in the woods. If I can find a wooded area, I just enjoy it. It's a way to disconnect. Even though you do hear the sounds of the city, you have the trees and nature surrounding you. Makes it nice. But I've been a bit neglectful in that field. I need to get back into it. I'm not going very far in this section. It's not that deep of a woods here. In fact, you can see a business up off in there. That's a restaurant and a little water park called Hydrus. Just had a cyclist pass by me. That little creek headed towards the lake. Take care of all the snow melt. Someday I ought to get out here with a bike, explore the area. Need to get a bike though. Here we come to our first bat house. No, bat house. This right here is actually called the Lakefront Trail. In the colony, they have one called the Shoreline Trail.
Morning.
Morning. Here's our second bat house. Trail continues on for some distance after this. A little frozen pond there. And I know better. This is Texas. It won't support my weight. Starting to see a little bit more of the lake here. And another bat house in the distance. We like our bats. They take care of the mosquito population. On the Lakefront Trail, they do have these signs all up and down. And they ask you to keep track of the trail markers as you pass. That's going to be your 911 location on the trail. And this was actually an Eagle Scout project by Aaron Zamora. That's pretty cool. Lowe's Little Elm donated the materials for it. So in case of an emergency, you're at marker B, mile 0.75. So if I had to call 911, I would tell them I'm at the Lakefront Trail at B mile 0.75. And they know exactly how to get to me. And over there in the distance, you will see the high school stadium. Looks like we're behind some houses here. I say it's time to go back. Well, that is Beard Park and the Lakefront Trail, if I could say that right. I think I called it the Lakeshore Trail maybe in the past. We do have the Shoreline Trail in the colony, so I apologize if I messed it up. But again, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a real fun, real treat to get out here this cool, crisp, warm morning here. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care, be safe, bye. Oh. Give a hoot, don't pollute.